Oh oh man, that that was rough. That was a rough watch. A lot to break down. I was hoping this would be a casual Thursday night with you, Oscar, to discuss this
Yeah,
game. Uh, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, the ending. I thought we got this loss. I saw someone on Twitter. Might have been a friend of the show. Uh, Pucho tweeting out that as soon as we conceded that we were just gonna score late and then be upset that we dropped these 2 points, and that became true. I don't know.
what
What do you think of this game?
what a roller coaster of emotion. So many things to discuss. I feel like this game almost had it all. Um, it's disappointing, like you say, it's dropping points. Roller coaster of emotion, typical Thursday night kind of game,
Yeah,
right?
Milan Thursday night
I'm
game.
trying to, yeah. So many things to break down in our podcast. We won't definitely get to them now. We won't do an analysis, but this game really had it all. We had some serious diving from Colombo. We had some poor
Vitinha as
performances.
well.
Not Yeah. Oh my God.
My God, that
I
guy
mean,
was so faithful.
having De Rossi as the manager for Genoa, watching it, just on the sidelines, screaming and shouting, just doesn't replicate to what the Genoa players performed on the pitch when it comes to standing up. Those guys need to drink some milk and grow a pair. Maybe that's not
Yeah,
correct to
Vitinha
say.
played a
Yeah,
great
grow
game.
a
He
pair.
was freaking annoying to us
Yeah.
and was great off the
Yeah.
ball
But
and on the ball. He cooked Tomori and he limited Modric a lot. But man, I was getting sick and tired of his diving.
yeah, yeah, it was diving. It's what it is, and if we have, I don't, we usually have just Milanistas watching it, but on Twitter you have all the Selemakers compilations. It's literally only twice it's happened. One was like clear legs, like studs up kind of challenge. Yeah, Colombo seemed like he'd been shot in the head at one point. I know he's an ex Milan player, and I kind of wish I shouldn't say have kept him, but he would have been useful. Yeah, it's shameful. But again, I thought they defended really well. It was one of those games in the end where they're fighting for their lives at the bottom of the table,
Yeah,
and we yeah, we had one poor man marking, and then we conceded, and
that's the thing. It's like, and obviously we need to discuss the end because it looks like maybe are gonna get a penalty. That doesn't happen. They go on the other end. They get the penalty. It looks like they're about to win it. He takes one of the worst penalties I've seen in a long time. I mean, this is up there with the Supercoppa Inter penalties. My God,
yeah,
are we? I don't even know. Are you happy with this point? Seemingly that we were just one penalty kick away from losing it. Are we still
yeah. I guess
upset?
we have to.
It happened so fast there at the end. I don't even know how to properly digest it.
Yeah, yeah. Up until the 94th minute 94th minute 30 seconds, it felt like we I shouldn't say got robbed of points, but we certainly could have put this game to bed.
We drop
We had
points.
some
Yeah,
good moments. We dropped points, but yeah, in the end, we did it. We were saved almost. Um, yeah,
unbeaten streak
I'm
stays
seeing in the
alive at least.
yeah, and that was what I was gonna say because I feel like I saw so many tweets about our 16 game unbeaten run, and that's it's the longest in Europe or something like that, and I'm just like, yeah, it's gonna be one of those games, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah, it was talked
Uh,
about too much. Cursed.
it was
Um,
so yeah, cursed.
Let me read this chat quickly. Philip Lloyd, long time viewer, appreciate you coming in. Leao's game was atrocious. Okay, he scored a goal, but bad hold up play, no link up play, no speed, nothing. Gabi and Fofana need to be benched. We literally physically cannot bench Gabia. We literally don't have the
Yeah,
facilities for that big man. With Fofana, we can talk. Let's take him out of time though. Leao, I think is very interesting. Obviously, we'll talk about more in the podcast, but clearly he's hurt, right? This was
yeah,
confirmed by Allegri after the last game that he can't accelerate because he has this problem that could lead to pubalgia, and it's the inner thigh. And we saw it clearly in the first half. We had that 101 where, I mean, we've seen Leao do this a trillion times. Takes the ball left and tries to go past him. Works most of the time, but even if it doesn't work, he's always trying it. Didn't even try it,
yeah,
shoots at him, and we saw it in the second half as well.
yeah,
Now we have some men that can play forward, even with Nkunku and Jimenez out. Should Leao be out there hurt? Is I guess the question
Well, we
is
got we got
Leao on one leg without being able to sprint better than a full Krug Pulisic plus Ruben Loftus-Cheek or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, he scored at the end, so I guess so. But yeah, it is literally that he can't accelerate. He can't be himself. He's playing at what 50%. It's not even like oh he's just kind of saving himself. It's like he's playing at 50%. I would say if we're gonna put, I'm a big math guy, so I'm gonna put it to percentages. Uh, and like you say, what else are we gonna do? Right? Is playing
I
a
guess.
50% now better than a Ruben Loftus Cheek? I think so. I mean, we saw that man come on. Jesus Christ, that I think he'd been on the pitch for like 10, 15 minutes before the rain, and I didn't see a single moist particle on him. He's just there. He's not even like
We
he
want to see
just sort
some
of
moist
he's
particles.
yeah, he just stands in the corner. Like what the fuck does that guy do?
Yeah, he
I'm
had
gonna swear
that.
it's late night.
Yeah, literally, and
Jesus
I'm trying.
fucking Christ.
I've given up on him for a long time, but if I'm trying to think of any positive things, he had that decent cross that Pulisic didn't quite get to, and then Bartesaghi puts it wide, and another outrageous chance. But
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 that's
that's
where
about
you're
it.
saying yeah he's putting in a decent cross. My guy, we put in 50 million crosses today. Do you know what I mean? And he does certainly a lot of them. And I feel
So
for him
tough
because
to
he's
find.
always been playing out of position, and we now kind of switch to like a 3-4-3. And but yeah, I mean, I think he was we had I don't know if it was himself saying it or saying like I need to find game time or consistent game time in order to make that England squad, brother.
Yeah,
Let's start with seeing through your contract with Milan.
yeah,
I think
it's
a friend to the podcast, Pucho, again, said it on Twitter. Like, yeah, see it. Don't sell him or loan him out for this season because we need that depth because we never know what our midfield status is. But cut loose in the summer. Really honest, try to get some sort of money back. Send him to I don't know Villarreal or whatever. I don't
yeah,
know. That's not like a rumor,
yeah.
but at that
It's
kind of level team.
I think this is honestly Allegri's biggest, and I understand the tactically. I think the willingness to always bring him in because he can kind of play that he's tall. We don't have a lot of tall now. We have full crew, but not a lot of target men that we can put
Yeah,
up there. He can play sort of the second striker, the midfielder. He was put on the wing as a wing back, which is done. So I get it for flexibility. But man, if your plan was to, if stuff goes badly, I want to have Leao, Fulkrug, Pulisic. I thought he put Loftus-Cheek because he knew that Leao didn't have that much left in him, so he was going to put Fulkrug for Leao. But if you're going to end up with that trident up front, why are you taking out? Why are you bringing in Ruben Loftus-Cheek?
yeah.
Like you have
And
Ricci, you have Jashari, you have players that if we have the two-man midfield to attack, can play that role much better. Why? I mean,
yeah, how many we were parked in their final third for so long. Like having a player that's better on the ball, who has like a decent delivery or a decent shot. We don't need to crowd that penalty area too much. Like it's just Modric there pulling the strings. But like, just imagine having, I guess, a double pivot there just outside the box that has decent quality enough, like a Ricci, like you say. That would have probably worked a lot better.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I fully agree with your argument that he is a Swiss Army knife. That's a great saying. In a way, but again, he's just coming up with these bang average performances or invisible performances. I miss Rade Krunic, my man. That guy could do anything. He
Yeah,
scores free kicks against Empoli. He could play. I think he played left back at some point. He played
yeah,
center attacking midfield. He got put up. I should say put up top, but he joined Giroud at times and or even Ibra
yeah.
at times up front in a way. He would run his heart out. He would do something. Do something. You know.
That's exactly it. I hate the passiveness. It drives me insane. And if you're not a great footballer, I can live past that. Like what am I gonna blame you? Just being shit? Not really. But the jogging around, the using like 30% of your physicality. The brother's 190. Yeah, it just pisses me off. But
Yeah.
I want to talk about the free kicks because you mentioned Rade Krunic, and I think there's a really funny part. But also, Ruben Loftus-Cheek came in for Fofana. I already got several messages
I
about the
hope you did.
Fofana slip.
I hope you did. I really
I
hope you
swear, he's
did.
he's fucking with me personally at this point. He's like, this man on the interwebs is defending me. He's the last one, the last one that believes in
Yeah.
me. Let's fuck it
He's
up.
got a burner. the burner account that follows us.
That slip was absolutely atrocious. And I wish, like we were just talking about this right before we went live, I wish you could really see him plant this, because a lot of players were slipping. It's San Siro, it's notoriously bad, very wet. Um,
Yeah,
but I wish I could see him really plant his foot and really just kind of, banana uh, skin, like Mario Kart, flip out, flip over. But it looks like he's
yeah.
just kind of like trying to set his feet. Get this on
He
camera, I gotta
composes
see it.
himself.
And he just ducks under the shot. It's so brutal to watch. I keep watching the replay and it keeps getting worse somehow.
Oh, get
It's
the
so,
dogs out.
so rough.
Get Damn. Now the stream is caught up. We're gonna get the dogs out. Uh,
It's a
yeah.
late
No,
night
you're
stream with the
perfectly
dogs
right.
out.
He doesn't like I think you could see it in the slow mo. He actually tries to compose himself. It's not like he's shifting his body weight to try to get something. He's literally there, like does a little double step. Like how goalkeepers almost do that before
Yeah, yeah.
they do a
Little.
save. He composes himself, and then it's like a double legs. It's like he's short wires, and it's just like nah.
Yeah, yeah, really. Like you're 100% right. He tries to get it together, and then it's like, oh, there's something wrong, and then completely flips over.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
It's
catching up
it's
with the
hilarious. Like,
chat.
and it's we were laughing at this before. Like it's so comical. You can't even. Oh, I can't almost even be angry. It's so comical. It's one of the
I saw
worst slips
someone
I've ever seen.
in Italian in Twitter saying, uh, I really feel bad for Fana. He's quite literally Donald Duck. I don't know if you've ever like read the comics stuff like that, but it's just like the worst luck and everything can go wrong goes wrong for him, and it really feels like that. It's so brutal.
Yeah, and
Philip Lloyd
I think Allegri
against.
had. Yeah,
Go
sorry,
ahead,
you go
sorry.
ahead with the chat. No, you go ahead
Philip
with the
Lloyd
chat.
says the Winter played better than Gabbia versus Cagliari. Look, Gabbia had a nightmare. He had also a slip on the goal for sure, but he's not a world class defender. He's the best defender we have. I don't think Gabbia is the problem. Um,
Yeah, I thought Tomori had a pretty solid game, but it's not worth benching him. And in a beautiful world, would have a Nesta to a Nesta, Thiago Silva, or like a Kaladze to bring in, or a Stam
yeah.
back in the day in the golden years, but we don't.
I mean, in a
Well, I
beautiful
guess
world, we
you
would have
mentioned
just
the Winter,
someone.
but
We have the winter, and the
yeah,
competition is really, really slim.
I feel like this is Gabia's worst game of the season so far. I think he's
Yeah,
been on an upward trajectory. He's missed some time off, but I think I wrote down in my notes. I think that was piss poor man marking,
yeah, but it
really
was also
really
was
poor, like
one thing.
junior
You know what I
level.
mean? Like I wasn't looking at Gabi and be like, wow, we're really he's leaking, holes everywhere. For me, it was just very poor marking. The problem was already being 1-on-1 inside the small box. That's already you already lost there. Um,
Yeah.
but that again, is it bad? Yes, partly it's definitely his fault for sure. Um,
Mm.
but one chance. If Inter win the 21st Scudetto, I will go into depression and stop watching Milan for my own mental health. All Milan do is piss me off and stress me out. As creators
Fair.
for as big Milan fans and creators of Milan content, trust me, we understand the pain. But sometimes you gotta live on through the tough times to really enjoy the good
And
times.
but I agree with Philip Lloyd here because we've built up this. I shouldn't say fake hope that we're in the Scudetto race, but it strings extra hard because we are second
This is true.
and very close. It's one of those like now we're like because we're Milan and it's because of our history that we're like we should be in the title race. And realistically, I think we said this in our prediction like top four would be fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Yeah,
but
and
yeah,
Allegri
but
keeps
but I
repeating
agree.
that,
Like,
and of course he was gonna repeat that no matter what. Yeah, but is it better almost to get have a couple tough results now and get the Scudetto hopes, kind of kill them before they become too real, or
nah, this is great. This is great. It's great for my heart rate. It's great for my mental health. I definitely don't take out my Milan moods in my daily life. It's like 90 minutes, maybe 180 minutes a week, whereby it just absolutely trashes the other thousands of minutes I can live and breathe and do something productive with my life.
yeah, leading up to our decision to start doing post match reactions. I was like, I don't know, I need to go to sleep. I have work. It's a tough schedule. But then after a loss like this, I'm just laying in bed, upset. So might as well come talk it out with the chat and with my
Yeah,
boy Oscar. Anthony
even even
Lafleur.
even my even
No,
my
sorry, go ahead.
mother, who because I was watching it on the sofa, and then we had, because my dad is somewhat of an Arsenal fan, he had the Arsenal game on the TV, which is fine. I don't mind because it's Milan-Genoa. And then I was leaving as I think the 75th minute to go into my room in order to stream, and I shouldn't say upset. I don't take it out on my parents like that because I'm just visiting them here. But my mom was like, you know what, Oscar, it was great a couple of days ago when Sweden won the under 20s World Cup in ice hockey. Everything was so cheerful then, in a kind of non-sarcastic voice. She's not like that, but
No, no,
it
she's
was
trying.
fantastic.
She's
I'm like,
trying her
Mom,
hardest.
I don't,
Bless
I
her.
don't, I don't need that now. I don't need that now. I don't need that now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's they try, but it makes it somehow worse. Like just don't say anything. Just quiet.
Yeah,
Um,
respect my mom.
I did lose. Hey, I love your mom. Entrix message was retracted. Oh no, I missed the chat. Someone deleted it. I wanted to know what it was. Type it back now. I'm too curious. But I do see Anthony LaFleur saying, regardless, we did this to ourselves. We cannot drop points to sides like Genoa and expect to win the Scudetto, which is what we're talking about. Leo didn't look 100% today. For fun, is absolutely atrocious. Gab didn't have a great game either. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
let's circle back to Fofana. Yes, go on.
yeah. I mean, yeah, and being taken out of 45 minutes as well is tough. Hendrix retyped this chat. Rough game. Was in and out of watching the game because I was working. Thought I'd rewatch though. Yeah, this is a painful one, especially if you know the results. Maybe just go watch the last couple of minutes to see the craziness of what happened. But tough one to rewatch. Yeah, I was thinking though when I thought we were losing until the very end there. The results, I don't know. So much of the online commentaries is you know is judged purely on the result, and of course that's all that matters: the 3 points, 1 point, 0 points. But I don't know, like we're people are saying, oh, we're terrible, we're terrible, we're terrible. We created a fair amount. Genoa had one chance, which was mostly mistakes. Pavlovic and Bartesaghi do not do a great job preventing that cross to come in. They get too much time. Gabbia does his mistake marking Colombo, as we talked about. Were we ever in threat beyond that? Not really. We hit a crossbar with Gabbia. Did we create infinite chances?
There
No,
was a
but
throughout the game. You mean
yeah,
if you
but
skip the last 10 minutes?
yeah,
Yeah, I guess the Pulisic handball.
the Pulisic and ball. Pulisic had a great shot that was saved. Full crew got a great shot that was saved. We did end up
Yeah,
scoring one. Like,
yeah. It's like if it's a beautiful sunny day, those will go in. Do you know what I mean? It's I
yeah,
shouldn't say it's all down to being unlucky,
we
but
created a lot
it's one
less
of
last
those.
game.
Yeah. You play this another 10 times, we might win eight at least. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Almost.
2.34 expected goals from us. Like
Yeah.
eight
They
shots
had
on
zero. Well, I
target.
guess with the penalty, the XG must have gone up, but I think it was 1.23 at halftime for Milan compared to 0.36.
Yeah, yeah, but
It was
they
one
got the
nil Genoa.
penalty. Their xG.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we, two
yeah.
point three for us is clean. 8 shots on target, 9 shots off target, 15 block shots. Like we
That's
created a
bad, man.
lot less. We had like, all sorts of problems with the injuries, but a lot less against Cagliari. So it's like I don't know. We
Yeah.
win this game as you said 9 times out of 10. Obviously, again, the result is important ultimately, but I don't know if this is the game
I
where it makes me press the panic button for.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, panic button. What are we gonna do? It's not like nothing's working, and this is we've lost. We've dropped points 3 games in a row. We were 16 games unbeaten. Of course, quite a few draws in there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say panic buttons. We've been in and out of starting 11s. This was the first time in forever. You could say this is our true starting 11, right?
yeah. And
Oh, I
still
say
don't
forever.
have
Yeah,
a
almost
Rafa
forever.
that's actually healthy because I mean that makes the
Exactly. So
world of
so
difference.
it's kind of skewed. Yeah.
Let me see what's happening in the
And I want to
chats.
see Anthony Lafleur here because I
Mm-hmm.
think we were saying it, and I've not checked Twitter since because we jumped on pretty live afterwards. Try to get some slow mos because the Swedish television or Swedish TV weren't doing a very good justice. Mariani giving a penalty to Genoa when Bartisagi got a touch on the ball, but the foul on Atacama is not. I hate the inconsistency. Yeah, I think that's going to be a debatable because I generally think, I mean, it's Bartisagi does slip and comes in, but it's no studs up. It's not particularly vicious or dangerous. Uh, and it does actually seem like Bartisagi gets on the inside and gets it touches his heel first. And then we can go through the Atacama one. I didn't really see that all too well. It's one of those that had some really terrible angles because it's a weird position to be in the box. But yeah, it's Italy is not short. Serie A is not short of penalty controversies this game week. Jesus Christ, I would not want to be a referee in this Serie A ever. Also because that would make me stupidly low IQ and a terrible human being. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this game week was also rough. I mean, we saw the Napoli stuff and all that. Yeah, to me, again, it's same with you. We jumped on live right after this. So I haven't seen all the best replays. The Atacame one, yeah, it was. I mean, like it could have been called a penalty, and I could see an angle, but if that's happening against
Yeah.
me, I'm saying that's never a penalty, to be honest. So I'm not too upset.
No, 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 yeah, no,
You
but
spotted
it
right
is
away as we were
inconsistency.
watching the last few minutes that Bartesaghi, you thought Bartesaghi got a touch. Again, I need to go see the replays.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess the ball don't lie, for you basketball fans out there. That was truly an absolutely shocking penalty. I can't believe you gotta get that on target if you're Genoa, but just
Yeah.
absolute craziness.
He should he should change sports and become the I was at the Baltimore Ravens kicker instead.
Oh, look at you all caught up with American football. Let's see. Apples are green. Welcome back to the chat. I recognize your name. Thank you again for tuning in. To be fair, the whole team looked lethargic in the first half. No idea what was watching. True, but I don't know. We still created some chances. This is just the standard of Allegri's ball. Like we want to control possession. We want to move the ball around, not too fast, to
But
minimize possession loss. So like I don't know. Didn't seem super out of. I mean again, if we don't concede there, out of the one chance they create, and Gabbia scores, I think people have a different opinion. You know what I mean? Like I don't
yeah,
know. Again, we
maybe.
created less against
But
Cagliari.
I shouldn't say I agree fully with the statement. I didn't think it looked particularly lethargic, but I feel like it has become a trend where we come out the second half a lot better. And it's
Yeah.
it's we're 1-0 down in this case against
Yeah.
a bottom of the league type team, but it's been a few times, especially against even Cagliari, that we've come out looking different and on it. And I don't know whether it's they have the man they get to I don't know have like video coach assistants from the stands or whatever it is, whereby they get to analyze and see like this is where we do it. But maybe try to have some sort of live feed to the dugout. Well, I guess they do have that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I agree with the first half looking completely different than the second half for us in a positive way, which is
Yeah.
both
It
good and
seems
bad.
almost to me like it's really like if not a tactic, at least kind of a direction of like, hey, look, we don't want to press the accelerator too much because we don't have maybe the confidence in the players that we can really attack.
Yeah,
What we really want to do is not concede, which obviously we weren't successful in today. And then there's trust in the team, and from Allegri that especially it's easier in the beginning of the second half, which we did again today, that we have those 20 minutes where we can score, um, which again we were not successful in today, but
mm.
we very easily could have been. So for all of
and then
you,
and
and I'm kind of like that, someone who thinks for the moment in Milanism right now, the sort of players we're in, Allegri is the man for the job, but you live by
and
Allegri and you
and
die by Allegri, and today we died by Allegri.
it all feeds into the cycle of that we actually perhaps on paper don't have that strong of a team.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm just saying that
No, I
we
agree.
have. I think against Atalanta, I think it was Atalanta. That was the only game I feel like we were actually fully played out in a way, and that maybe had to do with the lack of effort from the team. But we've looked pretty, I should say, in control, but not out of our properly out of our depth this whole time necessarily.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We've won against big teams, and for a Scudetto season winning for any team, you need to be putting these type of performances away. But you asked earlier, is it panic button or is it panic stations? It's not. I don't think we're playing terrible. It's slight tweaks. Inter might run away with it in the end, come May,
Yeah,
or come April. But they do have that team. We have
yeah.
monstrous performances with Akanji. Bologna ended 4-1, right? But it could have been 17-1. um, yeah, I'm not too nervous. I'm just upset.
Yeah,
And
I think it
also,
was
the
clear
game
from
is.
the beginning of the season, and even when we were at the top or second place, that it's really Inter and Napoli in a category of their own, and then we're a step behind. And we could say that maybe we're a little bit better than the Juventus or Romas of the world. But I think,
That I agree with.
this whole thing that it was a triangle and look, we might still put together. Allegri might work his magic, and we might actually go on and do it. But if you look at it on paper and the quality of the squad and the depth of the squad, we're clearly a step behind those two.
Yeah, he's
So
he's brought the magical threshold up to 86 to 88 points to win the Scudetto. He's a math guy, just much like myself.
and true. And we're clearly not off to a good start math wise after tonight.
Yeah.
Apples are green saying we were playing 4-3 at the end, but we can't play like that throughout the season because we don't have good enough center backs. And again, this goes back, I think, to what we're just talking about, right? Our squad not being good enough. Yeah, I mean, I don't see. We saw Pavlovic and Tomori struggle in a four at the back system. Um, I think the best that we're going to get our defenders right now is this 4-3-3, is this five at the back, with the three of them like that, and they're able to sort of cover up for their mistakes, for each other's mistakes, pretty well. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think this is
Yeah.
as far as this defensive trio goes.
Swapping roles slightly here, I'm going to ask you a question because I feel like I never ask you questions.
Mm.
We obviously spoke at the beginning of the stream that we weren't very happy with Ruben Loftus-Cheek being subbed in. Uh, how did you feel about Salamakers coming out pretty early? He seemed, I shouldn't say throwing a strop, but he seemed kind of pissed off. I don't know. He seems like the kind of guy that wouldn't want to have a word battle with Allegri, but he seemed
Yeah,
kind of pissed off. I don't know whether it was his own performance. Not
yeah,
that he
it's
was bad, but he
yeah.
was very meh, very bang average in a way.
Yeah, it's always tough to judge if he's like upset at the manager or if he's just like we're losing. I'm upset in general.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. Again, when he brought in Ruben Loftus-Cheek, I was like, okay, well, full Kruger is gonna come on. Maybe if Leao really is on one leg, then that's where he comes on. And then I thought, yeah, maybe he does put him a wing back. To be honest, if I thought one of the wing backs was gonna come out, it might have been Bartesaghi, like we saw against when we were chasing against Torino, and put Salamakers on the other side because that worked well against Torino. I guess when you look at the game, again, I need to go back and look at it with a clear eye. But first of all, Salamakers has been playing a lot, so I guess some fresh blood in general. But it's actually played great. I mean, so many good crosses. We now have full crew. You have Ruben Loftus-Cheek on the pitch. I guess it's fair to let him play. It was surprising because, yeah, Sam Marquez is definitely one of those Allegri sort of cornerstones, like Modric, like Rabiot, that never seems to come out. Um, but it definitely was a little surprising. Did you
yeah.
expect it?
No, not really. I mean, we know the amount of minutes that Salamakers has played. He's not the first. I mean, yeah, he's not the first person you want to sub out. I think it would have made more. I think I agree with you that do the Torino thing where you take out Bartisagi, even though didn't have a terrible game, but Salamakers is more attacking. Just is. Um, maybe he thought maybe the idea was is that it would have been overcrowded if they had Salamakers and Leao both kind of on that wing once full crew came on because it kind of played the Tridente with Pulisic slightly more on the right and Leao on the left. Obviously, on the camera, it might be the wrong way around, but yeah, yeah. I don't think it was a strop. It's obviously nothing media is going to pick up, but surprising in a way.
Yeah, I
We
think.
see a a strange comment here. I don't know Forza Inter.
So I do
Great.
see the Interista coming in to gloat.
I
Enjoy
love, I
it.
love that. It's a
Yeah,
Thursday evening. At least an evening for us. It might be a different time zone for you. Great,
yeah,
nice.
enjoy
I
it.
must
I'm
love
looking
your
forward
life.
to you getting bashed in the Champions League as always. So I'll cleanse my palate with that. Um, what else? Two comments that I still haven't read, and then I think we can start to wrap up. I still think we will secure top four, but it is hard to see us win the Scudetto at this point. Exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, look, I think if we can comfortably secure top four, meaning it's not down to the wire, we can get that third spot. We're safe. We're not have to rush. We're not to sweat it. That will be a successful season, and I think we've been close to the Scudetto, so allow yourself to dream and all that. But I think if at the beginning of the season you ask most Milan fans, they would have told you, a third place or an easy top four is very, very good. And then try to keep on building on this project with Tare and Allegri and bring in some
You're
decent
right.
players. I'm a Milan fan.
Absolutely.
This is back to Philip Lloyd. I'm a Milan fan since like 2001. It has been so long that I don't even remember how I became a fan. I can suffer, but what is bringing me to the limit is the lack of ambition in ownership. Yeah, I mean, preaching to the choir there.
Yeah,
I,
it's. I mean, we're in Plus Valenza now, right? That's the Italian saying, right?
yeah.
Where we've cleared the books. All the having to skip out a Europa League season and making it by the hair of our teeth the Champions League, saving our financials. Now, maybe it is these couple of seasons now that we've had, including this one, where it's a slight change, where now we might actually start pumping out some more, getting some more high quality players in the transfer window. Maybe even Redbird were thinking, like with the whole debacle in the last 5, 6, 7 years of getting a new stadium. Like, let's say it got denied again and again, or would they be happy just to sell because they just know that we're not going to get anywhere in Italy? So let's just pull out of Milan, sell it at a good price, and kudos to or I didn't even know what the saying was I was going to go for. Anyways, it's late. And just sort of cut ties and see you later. But now that we've got the stadium all green lit, obviously in 2031, it's a while away. Maybe they see a bit more positivity and be able to spend in the transfer window for
Yeah, and
even
also,
even even for players like Akanji, for example. But we'll take that in the next pod, maybe.
yeah. I mean, yeah, big difference. It's a little bit unlucky, of course, because yeah, I mean, I think you also wanted to play Champions League football, so it's something
Yeah,
that's slightly out of
exactly.
our hands. But yeah, I also think spend and spend and spend. Yeah, with just, I mean, as the comment said, some ambition and some vision. The the turnover of players is crazy. I mean, the fact that
Yeah,
players are in for 6 months, a year, it's insane. And look, sometimes that happens, but you can't change completely. I'll bring this up in the full pod that we do. But if you look at the 12 months ago, the the starting 11 that we played in San Siro against Genoa, and you're like, oh my God, there's like one player that has survived this. Um, and it looks like we're gonna be doing more of the same, with Nkuku maybe last 6 months, Santi Jimenez, we'll see what happens, and all this
full Krug
turnaround.
is alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And look, from time to time, that's football how it happens, but it can't be the majority of your squad, right? You need to have some
very
level of
true.
continuity. Um,
Very true.
Also because some players fail, and you need to, okay, that was a mistake, 6 months, cut your losses. But some players also need time, like like not to keep on going on about Nkunku, but if you pay that much money, at least give him a year or two to see he's still young. What is the point of selling him for after 6 months? Like what then that shows really you have no ambition, no vision, no project.
Yeah.
But do we fall? Are we still second? Yeah, because we're ahead of Napoli, right? So we're just falling behind Inter. Oh
Yeah,
God, I
I
hate
think so.
checking. I hate checking the table after. I keep thinking loss, and I keep want to say loss, but it's, I guess, not a loss. Yeah, still
But we
second,
get
three points
we play
behind
again on
Inter.
Sunday.
Play again on Sunday against Fiorentina. Then we have Como shortly after that, and Como's, this is peak form Como, so it's gonna get pretty interesting. Gonna get pretty interesting for us this next couple of games. We cannot wait for Champions League to start, because that means we go back to playing once a week. That means the others are playing a little bit more. That's
Yeah,
gonna be key for
and I
us.
saw and I
But
saw I saw I saw Inter's schedule for I think where they have quite a lot of games, and it's just I shouldn't say an easy ride for them, but I don't think they play anyone that's above place 13 in like a span of
yeah,
5 games in the Serie A, which is quite rare because we got the exact
yeah,
opposite in
yes,
October,
and even
November.
Napoli has the Champions League games, but they have to play like Juve in there. They have some tough ones. Inter has
Yeah,
all their
that's
tough Champions League games with, and in Serie A they got, nothing. But
all right.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think we can leave it there. Don't know about you, but I'm getting pretty sleepy.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
hopefully I've
not too
rented
bad.
out all the bad energy now. I can just go and sleep like a baby. That's the goal.
Any any fun plans this weekend?
Hopefully watch Milan dominate Fiorentina. Watch some Africa Cup. I think we're up to the quarterfinals. Starting to get spicy for my boys Morocco. That's what I'm pulling for. Shout out Brahim Diaz.
Shout out
Um,
Brian Diaz.
and no, that'll be that. And record a insightful, deep, meaningful pod, of course, as always.
As
Um,
always.
if you're made it this late, please subscribe and drop a like. More videos to come. And as always, despite the almost loss, despite the draw, despite dropping points against relegation sides, Forza Milan.
For fun out. Forza Milan, I mean.